Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Voice of Commerce, a complete commerce education. If you are not subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it. In this video, I am going to discuss about the topic Introduction to Banking. Let's begin the chapter with the introduction. The origin of the banking in the modern era is traced in Italy. The word bank also seems to have originated from Italy, from a German word banco, which means a bench at which the money changers use it to change one kind of money into another and transact their banking business. The Bank of Venice, founded in 1157, was the first public banking institution. In 1770, first Indian bank known as Bank of Hindustan was started. Later, the East Indian Company started three presidency banks with government participation. They are Bank of Bombay in 1840, Bank of Madras in 1843, and Bank of Calcutta in 1840. In 1947, there were 648 commercial banks in India with 4,819 branches. RBI, Central Bank of India, established on 1st April 1935 with the provisions of RBI Act of 1934 under the recommendations of Hilton Young Commission in 1926. RBI was nationalized in 1949 and Banking Companies Act was passed in the same year. This act was later known as Banking Regulation Act 1949. It was changed in 1965. The next concept is role of commercial banks. Commercial banks engaged in the following activities: processing of payments by the way of telegraphic transfer, EFTPOS, internet banking. Telegraphic transfer means, in short, we call it as TT. It is an electronic method of transferring funds utilized primarily for overseas transactions. It means from India, if you want to transfer the funds to USA, for that purpose, on the request of the customer, telegraphic transfer is going to be used. The telegraphic transfer, also known as telex transfer, abbreviated as TT. They can also refer the to other types of transfers. And coming to the EFTPOS, EFTPOS is nothing but electronic fund transfer at point of sale. It is an electronic payment system involving electronic fund transfer based on use of payment cards such as debit or credit cards at payment terminals located at the point of sales. By using the debit and credit cards at the payment terminals located at the point of sales, they are transferring the funds from one account to another account. That is another activity or a role of a commercial bank. And internet banking, as we know today, by using our handheld mobile devices, we can do the transactions through the internet banking. And next is a issuing of bank drafts and bank checks. Bank draft is nothing but the demand draft (DD) we are using for different purposes, for a application, for a competitive exams, for a payment of a college fee. And bank checks, the checkbook has been issued to the customer. The customer can give the check to anyone, those who wish to make the payment. That is a checkbook. Issuing of a bank check is another role of a commercial bank. And next is accepting money on term deposit. Accepting money on term deposit, in the sense, the opening a SB account is different. The term deposit, in the sense, you can keep some amount of money on term basis, like RD, recurring deposit account, like FD, fixed deposit account. You can open that activity or that role done by the commercial bank. And sending money by OD, installment loans. Accepting deposit is nothing but the collecting or sourcing the fund towards the bank and sending money. The bank which they accept the money, they will not keep that money simply with them. They will send back to the needy people, to the, for example, to the businessman. Overdraft, overdraft loan account has been created for the purpose of use, and installment loans has been given, such as personal loan, housing loan, vehicle loan, etc. has been given. That is also one of the role of a commercial bank. Next is providing documentary and standby letter of credit, guarantees, performance bonds, etc. Means documentary letter of credit or a guarantee, bank guarantee, we call it in a bank guarantee, and performance bonds has been given. Take for example, a business called X is a exporter of some goods to United States to a business Y. So while you are exporting some goods, you want some guarantee from the person, those who are purchasing the goods. Without that, you can't get the payment. So the bank guarantee they required, or a letter of credit they required for doing, in most of the cases, for doing the international transactions like importing and exporting. A bank on behalf of a customer or on behalf of a company giving a guarantee, that is nothing but the letter of credit or letter of guarantee, or a performance bond has been given based on their the credit worthiness, based on the company or a person's credit worthiness. They are giving that. That is nothing but another role of a commercial bank. Safety locker facility. Safety locker facility is nothing but the banks, by collecting some annual fees, the bank providing the safety locker facility, those who need of it for upkeep their valuable documents or their ornaments, they can keep there. That is nothing but the safety locker facility. Sale, distribution or brokerage with or without advice of insurance units, etc. Today the banks not only doing the primary roles, they are coming to the secondary roles also. That is sale or distribution, or sale, distribution or brokerage with or without advice of insurance, means they are advising the insurance, selling of insurance uh, business, as well as the selling of the units of the mutual fund, etc. That is also another activity done by the commercial banks. The next is cash management and treasury management. Cash management and treasury management is nothing but managing the cash of a business, or a treasury management. Treasury management is also called as a treasury operations, includes management of an enterprise holdings with the ultimate goal of managing the firm's liquidity and maintaining its operational, financial and reputational risk. Means the bank maintaining a institution or a business operational, financial and reputational risk. Treasury management includes a firm's collection. They may collect some fund which is recoverable from that company, and disbursement, or making the payments from that company on behalf of that company, and the concentration, investment and funding activities in large firms. The most of this activity is going to happen in the large firms. It may also include trading in bonds and financial derivatives at the associated financial risk management. They can trading in the bonds and financial derivatives is also going to be done by the bank. And the coming to the next is merchant banking and private equity financing. Merchant banking and private equity financing. In the sense, merchant banking is a historically a bank dealing in the commercial loan and investment. The bank dealing in a commercial loaning and investment. In modern business usage, it is the same as an investment bank. Merchant banks were the first modern bank and evolved from the medieval merchants who trade in the commodities, particularly cloth merchants. There the word merchant bank has been derived. Historically, banks purposes was to facilitate finance to the trader for the trade of a commodities. They provide the loan, and the bank provide the equity financing for the investment in the equity. That is also one of the role played by the commercial banks. And lastly, traditionally large commercial banks also underwrite bonds and make markets in currency, interest rates. Today commercial banks usually have an investment banking. So the traditionally the large commercial banks also underwrite the bonds. Underwriting in the sense, the bank act as an agent on behalf of his customer. A company, take for example Infosys having an account in a State Bank of India. If a Infosys wish to sell the shares or issue the shares to the public, then the bank will become underwriter for him, and bank on behalf of the Infosys, the bank will sell the shares of the Infosys to the general public. That is nothing but the underwriting activity. And make the market in currency, interest rates. And today commercial banks usually have the investment banking. Investment banks is nothing but is a financial service company or a corporate division that engages in the advisory based financial transactions on behalf of the individual, the corporations and government. Traditionally associated with the corporate finance, the bank associated with the corporate finance. And such banks may might assist in raising the financial capital by underwriting or acting as an client agent in issuing of securities. That is nothing but the underwriting activity will be done by the bank. The bank will do some investment activity. Next concept is credit creation by commercial banks. Banks accept deposits that creates a major part of their liabilities. These deposits are held saving accounts, current account, fixed deposit account of various tenors and referred as a primary deposits, while saving accounts and current account balances are demand deposits. All customers do not withdraw these funds at the same time. In order to minimize holdings of ideal cash with them, the bank make loans as a percentage of their total liability and some amount as a reserve. They will keep some amount as a reserve. It is important to note that bank may not provide loans as a physical cash to the borrowers. Instead, they make only the accounting entry. That is very important. They will not give the physical cash to anyone. They will pass it to the accounting entry. If you get the loan, it will pass it to our accounting entry. Then the at one shot, most of the person will not withdraw the entire money. So it will be retained again with the bank. And this power of a commercial banks to expand deposits to expanding their loans and advances is called as credit creation. Credit creation in the sense in shortly from the person who have a surplus with them, accept the deposit from them and lending to the person who have deficit with them, who is in need of money. That is nothing but the credit creation. It is rightly said that deposits create loans and loan creates deposits. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.